storytellers coming up for the first, is it your first time? Okay, so she came up for a short story, so now she's back with a full-length story for you. Dale Emmett, and she is the creator of Everyday Deep with Kathy's sister out in Downers Grove. If you want to have another experience of taking a deep dive into a conscious conversation, you might want to find out about that. She is a great creatrix. She's an amazing writer and storyteller. Please give a warm welcome to Dale Emmett.
To go first, and I'm standing there, I'm like, what was I thinking? I get to follow Maureen, so that was not a good. Okay, so the theme tonight is all I could do was cry. The first thing I want to say though is, so you think you know where the story is going, right? But I want to say that I wasn't actually crying. It was more that excruciating contortion of your face when you're trying to prevent yourself from all out crying, you know, kind of that. You get the idea. But it all started out on a much happier note. I had gotten tickets for my daughter Allie and I to go see Hamilton last August. I never seemed to know when those ticket blocks came up, so the best I could get on StubHub was in the balcony. Allie was a little disappointed, but I told her, you know, we're really fortunate to be able to go at all. And being the good sport she is, you know, she accepted that. But come last May, my sister called to say at the last minute her husband Eric couldn't go to Hamilton with them. They had an extra seat, and it was a really good ticket because she's the sister who knows when ticket blocks become available. So we decided that we would surprise Allie. So we met downtown for dinner, and at dinner, so we told her, and then the idea was, you know, just like Eric couldn't go at the last minute, maybe I could get a ticket too. So I pulled out the phone, and on StubHub, a ticket came up. So we're all like super happy, like, don't you love when a plan comes together like that? So we walked a few blocks over to the Private Bank Theater. We took that picture you've seen on Facebook 1,000 times, you know, posed outside the Hamilton Marquee, and we went inside. And I was bringing up the back, and I handed my phone to the ticket taker, but instead of hearing enjoy the show, I heard that onk sound that is never good. Like you just got a wrong answer on the Family Feud, or you're being denied entry to Hamilton. The ticket taker looked at me very empathetically and said, I'm sorry, this ticket is for tomorrow. My heart sank, my eyes filled, my cry face formed. My sister and the girls were across the lobby, and they looked back to see where I was. And all I could do was mouth across the lobby, like trying to avoid the eye contact that I knew would throw me over the edge. I mean, doesn't it really suck when you're sucker punched when you're really happy, right? But you know, I should have known better because I ordered that ticket, obviously, way too quickly in that way too tiny type on my phone. Yeah. So, sort of lost my place here. Oh, so anyway, so I was not going to go to Hamilton by myself the next night. But I had money out for that ticket. I had money out for the tickets now in August. I'm like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do? So deep breath. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. I was really not convincing myself or anyone else in close proximity to my walk of shame. In fact, a theater manager actually walked out to see what was wrong. And in between lip bites, I was able to explain what happened. And he said, you know what? Really, sometimes people don't show up at the last minute, so stick around and it just might work out. Now, the optimist in me thought, oh my God, this is one of those great stories, right? With the twist and the happy ending, like you get to tell at Voicebox. Like, this is awesome. Any minute now, my theater manager in shining armor is going to escort me to my seat, front row center, of course. And as Alexander Hamilton himself would soon be singing, I am not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. So I waited, and I waited, and I never saw him again. And the box office girl said SOL. My happy ending was ended. Or so I thought. For just a few minutes later, a man came bounding down the street. He was upbeat. He was in a hurry. He was homeless. He stopped in his exultant tracks when he saw my sadness. His joyful poverty and my sullen suburbanness stood together in stark contrast to one another. He looked me deeply in the eyes and with all sincerity said, "It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay." And I believed it this time. I nodded and he merrily went on his way. I don't know if I've had that kind of attitude adjustment before. My cry face was all but erased, and all I could do was smile. You know, that encounter alone was worth the price of admission. To the Hamilton show, I never got to see ever. I sold my ticket for the next night, and I sold the 2 in August as well. And despite my worries, I was even able to make a nice little profit. All of which I donated to the Chicago Coalition for the Homeless in gratitude for that prince of a guy who took away my tears. Thank you.
Give it up for Dale. That was an amazing story. This might be a little clunky because I'm going to have to steer my computer. I don't know why I didn't bring my glasses. I can't see anything up close without my reading glasses. And then there's like a distance between where I can see and where I can't see, and it's getting further and further away. Oh, yeah? Okay, let's see. Okay, that helps, thank you. I can make it a little smaller, fit more on the page. Okay. Yay! The sun will come out tomorrow, bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow there'll be sun. Just thinking about tomorrow clears away the cobwebs and the sorrow till there's none. When I'm stuck with a day that's gray and lonely, I just stick out my chin and grin and sigh. There's nothing but a C7 sus. The sun